I am so excited now to introduce another friend of mine. Y'all, this man has been in the business for a while, and he is, wow, not just this business, he is very well rehearsed in business in general, all right? So this is Sean Azimi. He is calling in from California. Y'all, he had 38 jobs in 10 different industries. He has 15 years of experience in the corporate world and 19 years in mortgages. He's also a former business owner. My goodness, this man knows it all. So if you want to hear more about the business details, if you want to pick the brain of somebody intelligent, you want to get inspired by somebody, look no further than Sean. He chose Modere. I don't think somebody with that much experience would walk into a business lightly or choose a company lightly. Sean, I'm so excited to hear from you, my friend. The floor is yours.
Whitney, wow, I can't wait to meet this guy. Is he on the call? I appreciate the introduction. Thank you so much. You know, when Michelle asked me to do this call, she also asked me what changed. And when she asked me that, I actually didn't have an answer for her. I had to wait and think about it. And because of that, I got to give you a background, because it's taken me 2,799 days to be on this call. See, my overnight success has taken almost 2,800 days, because I joined this company October 4th, 2015. And I actually got very close to the Director 1 at one point. I actually was 150 points shy of Director 1, and this was back in 2016-17. I have had so many things happen up and down, and I really didn't take the business and run for it. However, some of you guys that have been around for a while, you wouldn't have thought about that, because I have been on every Saturday call. I have announced every Saturday call for 2,800 days now to the groups. I have been close to the camp fire, if you would, but I haven't really jumped in, right? And when she asked me what changed, I really had to sit down and think about it, because I've had, like you said, 38 jobs, and that's not a typo, 38 jobs in 10 industries. You name it, I've probably done it. And 19 years of it in the mortgage industry. I actually owned and operated my own broker shop. And here we are, here we are. So what changed? I'm going to give you three things that changed for me and made me kind of run with this. First, I want to give a shout out to my team who's on the call, hashtag Team OTR, and I chose that name on purpose. OTR stands for On the Rise. It's about time, right? So I have really liked the business, the profession. I started to learn about the business and the profession, and I fell in love with the profession first. And what changed for me about a year ago, within a 92 days period, my life completely kind of turned upside down. One, the girl that I thought, this is it, I'm going to marry her and spend the rest of my life with, she left. The job that I thought, this is it, this is my 30th job, this is it, I'm gonna give this a 5-year run, and I had other plans. They laid me off. And I had been losing weight really fast without any reason. I had lost about 49 pounds in a short period of time. I couldn't understand why, because I'm very athletic. I work out all the time, eat the same stuff, and we couldn't understand. So within that 92 days, I found out that my pancreas is shut down, and it doesn't produce the enzymes that I need to digest food and to absorb the nutrients. And that's the reason why I sometimes go to the bathroom 5, 6, 7 times a day. No joke. It's kind of annoying. Sorry, guys. So within this 92 days, all this stuff happened, and I wish I could tell you I was jumping up in joy and I was, excited about all this stuff, but I really wasn't. I really hit a really bad point in my life. I couldn't understand what the heck just happened, because I thought I had it all put back together again. I went through a bad depression. I banged my head against the walls pretty much every day. Cried every day. I was mad at God pretty much every day, mad at everybody else, and I just couldn't understand what the heck just happened to me. I really couldn't understand. Until I think it was maybe October and November that I kind of just, I don't know if you've ever had a moment like that, but you kind of just like pause for a second, right? And you're like, yeah, this is not cool. Like, this is not where I want to be right now. I don't want to be in this situation. So this is the first time I'm actually sharing this part of the story. I decided to give my life back to Christ. I actually rebaptized myself in the bathtub and prayed some more. And I came to this conclusion. This is the reason why I decided to kind of run with this. I started to do reels and sing and dance, and some of you have seen them and comments, so I appreciate that, and kind of put myself out there. But what happened was when I first joined in 2015, and I was in Michigan. Some of you know that story. But it was one of the darkest times of my life. And I constantly prayed for a situation where I could really build this business. Because in the other 38 jobs, I've always been successful, like very successful. So I really just kind of prayed. I just prayed. I'm like, God, I wish I had an opportunity, like a way I could really do this business. I don't know if you've been there or not. And then when this all happened within that 92 days, I thought to myself, well, it was COVID time. Now it's not, so people can go back to the office. But I can't really get a job because which employer is going to say, oh, yeah, sure, no problem. You can go to the bathroom like 2.5 hours. We'll pay you for 8. No worries. I don't know of an employer who could do that. So that's kind of out the window. I have amazing gut products that work. And so I started to plug into my own gut products. And I'm thinking, okay, so dear Lord, you cut out the outside job things. I can't really work outside anymore. And I have gut stuff because I have a cupboard of prescriptions that I no longer take. I have this gut stuff that is supposed to help me, and I can actually sell this stuff. And I can do this from home. Okay, is this the answer to that prayer that create a situation where I could do this? Some might say, yeah, that would be. So the first thing was I recommitted to God. The second thing is, and this kind of just flowed in my ears all the time in my head, and I say this to people that come in and go and stop, and that's me. That has been me. Michelle will vouch for that. If you're not going to quit, don't quit. See, I've been 2,799 days in. I'll give you one more thing. In January 2019, January 1st, I decided, I stutter, in case you haven't, like some of you guys haven't noticed, I stutter. And there was a period in my life that I couldn't even say one word. But in January 1st, 2019, I decided as a challenge for myself to go live every day for 1 year. And so I did. Very challenging. So many crazy things happened that year. But I actually went live every day. I ended up doing 369 lives. And I was going to stop at the end of the year, and I had grown an audience, and they said, oh, no, this stuff is really cool. Just go ahead and continue. So I have done a live since January 1st, 2019, till last night. I've done 1,620 lives, 1,620 lives. So if you're not going to quit, don't quit. I thought to myself, well, it doesn't sound like I'm going to quit. Like, it doesn't sound like I'm not going to be on a Saturday call. It doesn't sound like I'm not going to use Modere products. It doesn't sound like I'm not going to tell other people about it. So if you don't quit, if you're not going to quit, don't quit. And the third thing that happened for me was I thought to myself, I either got to get a job because I got some bills I got to pay. I don't know if everybody's got bills, but I got some bills. I either get a job or I do this as a job. So it's like, okay, so I can't really get a job. I got some great products. I love the fact that it's dual-sided. I come from the finance world, so I understand compensation plans. I've written compensation plans, not for any direct sales or anything, but I understand the numbers. I understand statistics. I get all that stuff, and I love the fact that we have two sides, that somebody can come in casually and not ever talk to a human being to recruit and still be able to make like a comma check. Like, that's crazy stuff to me. From mortgages and real estate and numbers, and that just like blows my mind that you can do that. And when I really understood that, it's like when you really understand that concept, what they have here, you ought to really ask yourself, why doesn't every company do that? Like, think about it. And so those are the three things. God, I gave myself back to Christ. If you ain't going to quit, don't quit. You got to either get a job, continue with your job, or, maybe treat this as a job, maybe part-time or full-time. But that's kind of my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Wow. Sean, thank you so much for being so vulnerable today. Thank you so much for sharing so much inspiration. I hope every single person on this call who dialed in and thought, I need something. I need a sign. I need something to tell me that I should just keep up the work. I'm kind of like sitting on the fence of, is this really for me? Should I go back to my 9 to 5? Is Modere as great as it really is? I hope every single person heard your story and said, that's it. I'm not quitting. I'm going all in. Everything that you shared was very impactful, Sean, and I'm so grateful for you, and congratulations on giving your life back to Christ, too. That's a big decision.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.